The give to the running back from the shotgun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down.
Snags it, and there's running room. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Sangapolatelli throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. They try to pop a run on the draw.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Right back to the well. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll try to run for it. Got a little grass. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Trying to set up the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing, quieting this crowd down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might as well stick with him. Fighting off the defender. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Across the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. the move. It's Cobb. Finding some room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The run inside. It's Cobb. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. We're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Jaron Kiave Songobolatelli throws it deep, makes the grab deep, breaks into the open, and they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Floats it out in space. Runs through a man. He might have some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Now here's Songobolatelli. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Got him. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They go right back to him. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Cobb, and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Just feeds the running back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on third down. Finds his big tight end. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. JKS. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Politelli from the gun on third down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the the try is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Delivers the stiff arm. He gets a block. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Holds and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Throwing, Sangapolatelli. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Then how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
And that's what the defense is supposed to do. Stretch the ball out, making sure they then go north and south, push it towards the sidelines, push it towards the sidelines. Eventually the ball carrier ran out of space, had to run out of bounds.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. From the gun on 3rd down, Sangapolatelli makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch.
Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Cal! And that one will give him the lead. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Coming out with it, it's Kane. Rams him with the stiffer. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Auburn lines up quickly. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Can't get him to the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Could be enough. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that 1st play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Sargo-Politelli. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. The Tigers will hustle to the line. The give to the back. Might have a chance. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Cobb. Past the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see him back it up on the field.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. From the red zone, it's Cobb. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. On 3rd down, here's Washington. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Cal uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And it's gone! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throws it back. Rushes on him. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Cfp27. He's taking a deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure that the
picked off. What a play to set him up. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. JKS. Here's a throw downfield late. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he'll be brought down. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Now here's Cfp27. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to...
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't